Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. It has been a while since I uploaded a video. My last video was that dingo video, and just an update on that video. That was a few months ago now. It is now New Year's Eve. Tomorrow is January 1st at the time I'm filming this. This is not going to be a one-day filming, so this is the first day I'm filming, so I have some sad news for you, but I also wanted to give you an update. So I left you guys on this almost a year ago now. I got this tank, and I'm finally getting the rest of the stuff I need to set it up. Next month will probably be when it will be complete. I just got back from the pet store, Petco. I picked this up. It's a lid for the top. So I finally have that. And the sad news is So unfortunately, the sad news, Ripley, my blue betta fish I had in here, he passed away just the other day. I have no idea what exactly happened with him. At first I thought it had something to do with the water, because it had evaporated. It was about where it is at now, maybe a little bit lower actually, but it got really low, and I thought maybe the water quality or something got messed up because it got low. But and then it dawned on me that, hold on, I got some stuff stuck to it now. I put it in the trash while it was wet, so now it's stuck to it. So I had this heater from a few years ago. I used this in the beginning, right after I got him, because it still worked. But as you can see, it kind of looks like it's puffing up a bit, and I don't think it's supposed to do that, but it still worked. So, you know, I still used it when the beginning, when it started to get cold out. I originally was using this in Franklin, my turtles, water way back when. So maybe it just was too dirty still from that, and it had all kinds of whatever stuff on it that maybe wasn't good. So I don't know if it was the water or the heater. So I have another heater coming. I'm just gonna work on cleaning. I already took Ripley, my betta, out and flushed him down the toilet. So now I'm just gonna completely redo this whole thing. So I just got this bamboo plant I'm gonna put in there, and I didn't have one of these, or at least a small one of these to use to clean it out with. So I definitely wanted to get something to help aid in cleaning it out, because it wasn't really one of the reasons why I thought maybe possibly the bad water quality was because I've never actually done a water change on this. It always just evaporated, and I've always just kept having to add water in. I've never had to actually do a water change. So I don't know, maybe the water quality just got bad because I just let it evaporate instead of actually doing a water change. So I don't really know exactly what killed him. He had pine coning about a week or so ago, and then a couple days after that he was still alive, but he was kind of on the bottom, swimming on his side, and I knew at that point that he probably wasn't going to come back from that. And then 2 days ago I noticed that he was no longer moving, he was no longer alive. So I am going to take all of this stuff out. Honestly, I'm probably just going to throw all this stuff away, if I'm being quite honest with you. So, at least the plants, the fake plants, I'm probably just going to throw all these fake plants out. I'd like to do a different substrate as well, but I think I'm just going to keep using this for the time being. Now back to the big tank. I had ordered some soil to put on the bottom because it's going to be all natural, all live plants, no artificial, no chemicals, none of that. Using the father fish method. So if you're into fish, you might know who he is. If you don't and want to learn more about fish, look up Father Fish on YouTube. He is 80 something years old, and he's been doing fish his whole life, and he knows what he's talking about. He's really good at what he does, and so I'm doing what they call his the Father Fish method, all natural. So it's a inch of soil and an inch and a half of sand on top of that, and then fill it up with all live plants. You don't need water purifiers or any of that because that all evaporates after a few hours anyways. So you don't need all that. The only thing you might need, if you can't regulate, is chloramine, which vitamin C tablet. If you do have a chloramine problem, vitamin C tablet, put it in. As far as the ammonia and stuff, waste from the fish, I do have a filter coming. I have a bunch of stuff coming from Amazon right now. I ordered. So you don't really need a super high powered filter. I recommend a sponge filter, and that's all you need. One of the ones that hangs onto the side, that's too much. You don't need all that. It's really just and if you have problems, more or less add more plants, and that'll fix your problems. And add fish right away. Most people try to say you need to let the tank cycle, all this and that. Doing it this way, you don't have to do any of that. You can just put the plants in, put the fish in, and you're good to go. You got a good, well-planted tank with a lot of life, and you can also, Father Fish talks about this all the time, is making it as natural as possible. You can go to a local pond or stream or river, whatever, and just get like debris from the bottom, leaves, and all that kind of stuff, and just put it in to kind of help keep it natural. So that's what I'm doing. Alright guys, I finally got this all cleaned out, and I just I kept the substrate, the gravel that I had in there. I just vacuumed it all out really good, get all that crap out, and this is what it looks like now. I feel like it needs more. I feel like a betta would want more hiding places in there. So I might get more for it, but this is where we're at now. I just used my tap water. I used my last little bit of this that I had. I killed this. So I'm just gonna, let this sit overnight just to be on the safe side before I get a betta in there. I might not even get a betta until I get the rest of my fish with the big tank, but I at least wanted to get this filled up with water if I had the bamboo in here. And I don't know, I still feel like it needs more. I love the bamboo. I think it looks great, but I think definitely a fish would want more hiding places in here, that's for sure. Alright everyone, I just got home from the other pet store, the local pet store. I got this little guy. He is red, so I'm trying to think of a good name for him, maybe related to the color red. Comment down below some suggestions. What do you guys think? Anyways, I went to my other local pet store here, not a big chain pet store like Petco, like earlier in the video. This is from a place called One Stop Pet Shop, just a local mom and pop pet store. They actually have a location here and 2 more locations that are in Vermont. I'm in New Hampshire. So anyways, I also want to go back there and do a full tour video later on in the year when it's warmer one of these days. So I'm just gonna let him acclimate. Oh, that's not good. Well, that's gonna overflow. So I'll just let him sit right. I'll just let him sit out for a bit, and hopefully that'll be good enough. Probably not a smart idea now that it's wet. Shit. Well, I'll get back to you when I'm not holding a camera. Alright, so he's been here sitting for probably about 2 hours now. I bet the water's probably good to go right now. Probably the same temp as that by now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put him in. As you can see, the lighting isn't great in here now. It is now starting to get dark, so sorry guys, gotta work with what I got. I also won't be able to film putting him in because I need 2 hands, so you'll see him when he's in the bowl in the next clip. See ya! There, I just can't see. Can I put a light on? There we go, I just had to turn my phone flashlight on. So there he is. Oh, there. Okay. Really see the shine. Oh, here we go. Let's see what he looks like tomorrow during the day when it's day again. And I'll tell you guys how he's doing when he gets a little bit more acclimated and stuff. So I'll see you guys in tomorrow's clip. Okay guys, it's now the next day. Look, he made a bubble nest already. Look at him. Still haven't decided on a name yet. Lighting's not great. Sorry guys. It is dark and gloomy and rainy outside currently. So lighting's not all the greatest. It's kind of, yeah. But hopefully you can see well enough. So, give him some of this food that I have. This is what I have. Sorry, it's taking longer because I'm holding the camera. Whoops, dropped a bunch. Oh well. What's a few on the floor? I usually crush them up small so they're easier to eat for him. Well, this is what I was feeding my last beta to Ripley. They're just kind of scattered throughout the thing. Yeah, it's not focusing well because the lighting isn't great. Gotta keep doing it. Keep touching the screen to focus every time it goes blurry. Look at him. Here. Here. I think I got a happy little fishy here. We'll find the others. Just hanging out here this morning, and Moses here is also hanging out with me. I think he's just hanging out, chilling, checking out the surroundings. I want to do this more often with him, that way he can literally hang out with me more. He's my buddy. He always comes up, tongue flickers, sniffs me. Alright guys, more of the stuff just arrived. I got this wood, well it's got to soak up before it sinks. And I got a heater, which I put back there to keep everything a little bit warm enough. I noticed some of the lower plants here are dying. I'm assuming because they were underwater. I just plucked a lot of the old leaves out. I'm worried maybe it's not enough light right here. I couldn't get the light that I wanted to for this month, so I may have to move this back into the window. Hopefully if I do, the heater will be enough. If I do have to, I don't know, but I'll show. Oh, I also got some Indian almond leaves at the bottom, as you can see. So he's super personable too. Super personable. Such a personality. My Amazon order arrived with the sand. Well, what you know, the bag broke open, and I put it in one bag, broke open a hole in that bag, so I had to put it in a second bag. My light arrived. I got two heaters. This is the air filter that I'm using. I already had this pump. And then I just put stuff away in here. Some of this driftwood I just put in here until I can get the rest of the tank in order next month. I'm not going to set it up until I get the plants. So, and then I got these for my BETTA, which I showed you in the tank already. Well, in the bowl, whatever you want to call it. So, there we go. Oh, and then I got the API tap water conditioner as well, just to be on the safe side of things. Yeah, and the flower fish soil is in here, which I will show you guys when I am setting everything up. Alright guys, so pretty much the rest of my stuff for my aquarium, my freshwater all natural aquarium that I'm setting up. You guys won't be able to see this until next video. My next video, I will be setting this tank up. So the light came. I got two heaters, this one and the rest it's underneath here. I got this to put inside once I do all that, when I get to that part. A bunch of cleaning tools and whatnot, and scraping tools and all that came. So I'm good to go. Um, I just need to get the plants. So the sand here, I showed you yesterday of it arriving broken, so I got that cleaned up. I vacuumed this all the way up, although I can still feel sand on the bottoms of my feet, but whatever. Um, I'll worry about that once I use up all the sand and once I put it all in there and start scraping it all out. And I'm not going to put anything. I'm going to put the plants in. I'm not going to put anything in until I'm ready to put the plants in, and then I'm obviously not going to put fish in until after I have the plants in. So obviously I'm also going to have to test this to make sure there's no leaks first. So I'll probably bring this into my shower and fill it up and just make sure there's no leaks before I actually escape it out. If that's the case, if there is any leaks, then I'm just gonna have to buy some aquarium safe silicone and just redo the corners if need be. So no biggie here, but next month we'll have fish hopefully, so I'm very excited. And now it is day 2 of beta fish, still not sunk yet. I'll probably end the video on this, because I have to. I might have to do a water change too. I don't know if it doesn't clear up in the next day or two. I might end up doing a water change, but I mean, still doesn't have a name, but still is a really good fishy. So I got the leaves in there. The catappa leaves or Indian almond leaves on the bottom here. So right there. Right there. So, and then once this gets waterlogged enough, it's pretty much soaking up and once it gets soaks in enough to get heavy, it'll sink into place. So, just might be a little bit until that happens, and the bamboo plant, of course. So, we got the heater in there as well now, so that, get a good shot of the heater. There we go. But yeah, this is all set and ready to go. It just doesn't look the greatest at the moment, but once everything settles, it'll be looking pretty good. Alright guys, so now I'm just gonna yap a little bit, but that's why I saved this for the end of the video. First of all, it's 2025, it's a new year. I hope to be a lot more active this year than I was in 2024. I really didn't do a lot. I was pretty much just getting into my paranormal investigating, so all my focus was locked on to doing those videos and getting that, I guess, established. So now that that's established, I can now do both of that and have more be more, what's the word, more motivation to do this at the same time. uh right now, my current, I don't have a current schedule. I always try to stick to upload Wednesdays. When I do upload, I always try to do them on Wednesday. I do them at 9 o'clock in the morning on Wednesdays normally. My last video I did was kind of one of those things that just happened. Uh, I saw the news about Dingo passing, and I just kind of jumped on it then, and put the video out. I think it was like Friday or Saturday or something when I did that video. But typically, Wednesday at 9 o'clock is when my normal vlogs usually are. And I want to talk more about that particular video because it blew up in views. It's about at 30K, almost at 30K views. Actually, hold on, let me look. What is it at right now? Yeah, 290.31. So that's almost at 30K, 30,000 views, and it has 413 likes. That became my best video that I've ever done so far on this channel. So I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for everyone who found me through that video. I do want to address some things because I did get a lot of hate. I have those along with those current 413 likes on that video. I currently have 56 dislikes on that video, and that's okay. Um, However, I just do want to address some things that were said, and I had to delete a lot. I deleted all the negative comments because negativity will not be shown here. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And am I perfect? Hell no. But I'm trying, right? I'm trying. Uh, I know some of my snake enclosures, they didn't look the greatest because there was shed all over the place, or whatever you thought, whatever you saw and didn't like. Um, what matters is that I keep them fed and I give them water, and their enclosure I got a lot of comments on my small enclosure sizes. I know a lot of people are against keeping snakes in racks. I get it, so I'm not hating on you, and I do plan on, I want to upgrade everyone if as soon as I can. Right now, I keep the reason why I keep my snakes in a rack system is because one, I only live in a studio apartment. So I don't have very much space. It's pretty much just one big room, and then I have a bathroom and a kitchen. So uh, I don't have a lot of space. I don't have a place to put a tank for every one of my animals. And two, these are animals that I had before I moved in here. I'm not gonna get rid of my animals. For a while, I couldn't. My landlord made me get rid of them at my old place, so I had to keep them at my friend's house for a while. So you didn't see many videos during that time until I moved back in here, is when I really picked back up on doing the videos. So, there's going to be lull times as things happen, and I gain other interests and start doing other things, but I will never stop vlogging. I may take breaks, there may be huge gaps in between videos, but I'm never going to stop. I'm never going to give up my dream. And I'm also growing as a person. I'm being transparent with you guys on the mistakes that I made. I'm showing you guys the good, the bad, and the ugly that I'm dealing with. I'm not just going to show you everything that in perfect form because, you know, it couldn't be any far from that. I'm going to show you guys all the ups and downs. And, I'm not here to hide anything. None of my imperfections or flaws shall be hidden. And, I just want to make that clear. Um, if I make a mistake uh, doing something with one of my animals, I'll be happy to admit it. And I am. I always explain my thoughts. Oh, well, this happened. This is what I think happened. And then, sometimes later on, I will actually find out more on something and I'll share, hey, I found this out. So I think what really happened was this. And, I mean, we're human and we don't have to know everything. We make mistakes along the way, but with those mistakes, we learn and we grow. And you can't do anything and you can't grow without making those mistakes. So that's all I have to say on all the negativity I got on my last video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching my video here, and I am working on another video as well. So it might not be for till next month because it is winter time here still. But again, I have things planned. I have things in mind. Um, Currently, I don't have, Cookie, my crested gecko, passed away during the summertime due to the heat. So, I got a lot of hate for that as well. Um, I have special windows here. I'll move because I live. Oh, I can't see because kind of see because I live in an apartment or sorry apartment building. I'm on the second floor. They only open up, I guess for safety, they only open up like 5 inches or whatever. And they only open up about 5 inches. So I have to get a special one of those floor ones. And one, they're really expensive, and I can't really afford one. And two, I really don't have the room for one either. I actually have my desk right here sitting. It's an L-shaped desk, which I'm also going to be changing up and getting a not L-shaped desk for this very reason because it's blocking the window and it's just hard to get to the window too. So I would need to have it right in front of the window, and I just don't have space right in front of my windows because of everything else, all my other furniture and stuff. Again, it's a studio. I don't have very much space to work with, so I'm working with what I got. So that's why can't get an air conditioner. And Cookie made it through uh, last summer, 2023, and it was fine. So I thought it wouldn't be a problem this year. I keep her away from the direct sunlight, or I try to keep it cool. I misted her enclosure down all the time, and did what else I could, without having the AC. Uh, so some things you just can't control, and that was one of those things I can't control. Um, a lot of people were giving me shit. Well, you should get AC, blah, 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 blah. Buy AC. Do you realize how expensive they are? So, no. And among the many other expensive things that I still need for my place, not necessarily reptile related, but like furniture wise. Like, for example, I really need a new bed. So, yeah, you know, this I didn't want to have this talk or conversation, but with all the hate that I got on that last video, I felt like I just needed to say these things. Uh, so, uh, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. So, the next video will most likely be me setting up the tank that's behind me that I showed you earlier in the video. So I am currently working on that little by little. So probably next month I'll be able to get everything else that I need to complete it. I'll be able to get live plants for it, and I will then be able to fill it with fish. And you guys will see that all in one video. So that video might not be for another month. I don't know if I'll have something, a vlog out until that. I'll try to find something, but until then, you might not see anything else after this video until next month when that video does get completed. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Remember, treat all life equally, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys.